Flight ban continues. U.S. officials still consider the situation in Israel too dangerous, so the FAA now has extended its ban on flights to Israel because of rocket attacks. Several European airlines also canceled flights today. A plane from Tel Aviv did land at LAX earlier this morning. KCAL 9's Amber Lee is live at LAX, where the passengers are talking about this tense situation there in the Middle East.
Yeah, Sandy, many of these passengers I spoke with tell me they have mixed feelings about this FAA ban. Some of them told me they felt very safe while they were in Israel, while others say they're just happy to be back home. This guy's gonna send me. A very full flight from Tel Aviv, Israel landed at LAX this morning, just a day after the FAA banned U.S. airlines from flying to Israel, the result of a rocket attack that hit a mile from the Tel Aviv airport Tuesday.
It was terrible, terrible, terrible. I was shaking until the last minute, because I was sure that something will happen in the airport.
Michelle Wiseman, a Woodland Hills resident who is also an Israeli citizen, was in Israel for the last 5 weeks. She says after the recent rocket strike, she noticed tightened security around the airport, but she says the FAA ban just isn't fair.
Listen, they cannot restrict the sky for so many thousands of people. It's a problem.
While the FAA ban only applies to U.S. carriers, airlines like El Al Israel's airline are still flying out of Tel Aviv.
We actually had our flight canceled. We changed to El Al.
Many travelers scramble to try and get flights back to the Southland. 14-year-old Kevin Grushkovsky's grandmother says she's just happy he's back home.
Right now, when we are talking here, they're sending every 5 minutes they have to go to the shelters, you know. It's really, really bad.
In this cell phone video, Kevin shows us just how close the chaos came to him and how frightening it was. This video shows Israel's Iron Dome, a system designed to intercept missiles coming into the country.
When you hear a siren, you have about 15 seconds to a minute and 30 seconds to go into a bomb shelter.
He took these pictures in Israel of missiles that landed in the country. Because he was so close to the conflict, he and his relatives had to hide in bomb shelters at least twice a day.
It's a bit scary, but once you get used to it, you understand what to do, and you just go to the shelter.
Again, the FAA has banned for another 24 hours U.S. carriers to fly in and out of Tel Aviv. However, the FAA says it has no authority over foreign airlines operating to and from U.S. airports. At LAX, Amber Lee, KCAL 9 News.